Hi guys! For today's video, samahan nyo naman kami na mag-studio tour dito sa Universal Studios in Hollywood. Inside the Universal Studios ay marami ding attractions katulad na lamang ng Harry Potter, Super Nintendo, Transformer at marami pang iba. Ang entrance fee nga pala dito sa Universal Studios nung nagpunta kami noong February 2023 ay 157 Canadian dollars. O siya, masyado na ako maraming nasabi. Magsimula na tayo ng tour kasi medyo mahaba rin ito.
You made it! Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide, Mike. And the greatest shot, Daryl.
Coming up first, though, real fire station. A lot of our sets are made of wood. It's very important to have this here. Wave, because they're real heroes. That is part of the city that is Universal City Studios. The goal of the area was to make a city dedicated to film. And this is the guy who had that dream. Carl Laemmle is our founder. Here he is waving his hat opening day in 1915. Started in New York, came out west 1915. We've been here the last 108 years, over 8,000 movies. We were the first TV channel back in 1939. We even dabble in a little bit of music. The Voice used to film in that first soundstage you'll see. We moved them around the corner for the new episodes, but they were here for about 12 seasons. And this is the very first soundstage we built, 1929. Over the years, it's been home to a lot of great films. Here's some examples. Inside the soundstage, you can build virtually anything, even outdoor sets. All of Newville was filmed inside soundstages. This party reserved for couples retreat inside stage 12. Take away the sets. Here's the same shot when the stage is empty. We're about to pass by a strip where you will see some of the doors open. So when we see stages 11, 10, 9, and 8, feel free to take a peek inside if you can. We've been doing some transitioning here. I believe they just wrapped up Grand Cru's second season. Bel Air has been filming here their second season with Jabari Banks. Catch that, NBC and Peacock. They've also used these stages for everything from Superstore to Hacks on HBO with Gene Smart and Hannah Einbinder. Yeah, you can see these are empty right now. We're going to put new sets in here tomorrow. These stages are usually pretty filled up. But that's what it looks like on the inside. And then this is what it looked like on the inside when Superstore was in these stages.
I know it's hot in here, but let's have some patience for one another.
Yeah, you know, the heat makes us all act.
If your face stays where it is, it's gonna get punched.
Very funny show, ran for 6 seasons. 4 of them filmed to your left, 2 of them filmed to your right in stages that got bulldozed to build Super Nintendo World. They got creative on Superstore. They wrote a tornado into the end of the second season. So when they rebuilt the store, it didn't have to look the same. It just looked like a mess. Getting creative with that. But we are driving past where we have the newest extension of the park coming at you tomorrow. Super Nintendo World. It is loaded. It's incredible. Unlike this graphic that looks like it's from a PowerPoint. So on the left, you can see base camp. This is where the actors hang out outside trailers. You got hair and makeup, wardrobe, and then sometimes equipment vehicles, lighting equipment. This is kind of what it looks like behind the scenes of one big production. You'll see a few of these scattered throughout the lot. And around the corner in stage 1, Kelly Clarkson films for the Kelly Clarkson Show. Sometimes she even comes out to say hi to the tramps.
I am here on the backlot of Universal Studios to give some very special people the surprise of their lives. Stop this show! This is the Trap
Welcome to Cloud 9. Hi, I'm America.
Kulto.
All right, everybody, let's go back to stage 1. Follow me!
She's done that several times. Sadly, Kelly Clarkson has never stopped any of my trams. One time a security guy stopped the tram because a person threw up in car 4. Not the same at all, but I had fun. We had to transfer one car to a different tram. Okay, on the right, we're filming Quantum Leap. We're also filming the new Ted TV show. You'll see Ted here on your left-hand side. He's coming to Peacock in just a few months. Seth MacFarlane is back to do the voice. And the show takes place in 1993, so it's a little prequel to the movies. It's when John is in high school and Ted is coming down from his big 80s fame. So, should be good times. Seth MacFarlane has an office in here when he's working on the lot. We also have offices for Steven Spielberg in there, Illumination Entertainment. These production bungalows house a lot of the heavy hitters on the lot. They used to be permanent dressing rooms. Back in the 50s and 60s, we would let our stars stay here overnight if they wanted. Jimmy Stewart had a dressing room. Lucille Ball had a permanent bungalow. John Wayne, Tony Curtis. Today they're mostly offices. To the left, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's offices. That's $7. Right around the corner is Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw Productions, who did Get Out, Us, and Nope. And then if you look to the left, Mark Platt's office. He's helping us make the Wicked film. It's producing. It's coming to theaters this Christmas, part 1. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo will star. And a lot of history in this bungalow we're about to pass by. Look for this silhouette on the side of 5195. That is where Alfred Hitchcock used to work in the 70s and 80s. Some of the scariest films.
My name is Alfred Hitchcock. We ought to eliminate some scene of
Let's get out of the front lawn. We've been driving past a lot of closed doors, sets we can't really peek into. Out here, everything is unlocked. We try to keep the world in our back pocket on the Universal Backlot. Right out here to your left, you'll see New York Street. Spider-Man has climbed these walls. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Batman has fought here. This has been Gotham City. Transformers. And that's where Chris Evans got his powers in Captain America: The First Avenger. Turned it into 1940s Brooklyn for Marvel. I'll let Jimmy tell you a little more about the streets of New York.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, it's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here at the Universal lot.
So we're going to an interesting route today. We're going to see something that's not seen every day on the tour. When we make this turn, we get a quick look to your right of our monster mural that was spray painted by street artist Tristan Eaton. All by hand, no tracing, no projectors. Created a tribute to some of Universal's early monsters.
Designing these murals was getting to go to the Universal archive. Going there, I got to see in person props from the movies, photos from behind the scenes, original illustrations from those movie posters, all this stuff. I had an early affection.
So take a look here as we turn around. You got the creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, Frankenstein, this monster, Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula.
My world that I come from is skateboarding, and graffiti, and comic books. You always have to pay.
And we're currently dipping through our London Square sets. This is across the pond. If you look in the doors, you'll see a lot of shells. Most of these are not finished on the inside. The camera never sees it. What's in there would be in a soundstage. When the actor walks in there, he kind of sees an unfinished house, or what we call a shell. If you look to your right, we'll pass by Brownstone Street. That's where Home Alone 2 Lost in New York had Kevin throwing the bricks from the roof of Uncle Rob's with Macaulay Culkin and Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern. There's also Buffalo, New York for Bruce Almighty with Jennifer Aniston and Jim Carrey.
inside that, outside good. Inside that, outside good.
Oh, you're done now. Great.
B-E-A-Beautiful. B-E-A-Beautiful indeed. And they were just actually filming out here for Quantum Leap yesterday, where we are currently parked. They set up a giant fuselage for the new season. Keep it going with the continuation, and hopefully at some point we get Scott Bakula back. That's what I'm hoping for. If you look to the right, all these bricks are fake. They're made of plaster, stucco mold. They're basically put together in our factory that we have called the Bud Westmore Building. Inside there, wood shop, metal shop, plaster shop, sign shop, all the shops you need. And this kind of works to simplify it like wallpaper. You can peel these bricks off very easily. If you had a real brick wall, you'd have to kind of demolition it. It wouldn't be easy. This, if you decide tomorrow, I don't want these to be bricks, I want these to be vines for our TV show, you can do that, and it's only going to take, depends how big crew you have, a day, maybe 2 days. So we do all sorts of fun tricks to make things easier than they might seem. Same thing with traffic. When we're filming on our New York street, the cars are going in circles. Basically, you'll see the same car in the background at least 30 times an episode of some of those shows. Mindy Project only had 4 taxi cabs. They just kept doing donuts. Same with the extras. People are walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You get very tired if you're doing extra work in a city scene. I can actually show you a good example in this Jimmy clip. I'll play it without sound this time. We're not watching Jimmy this time. Watch who goes behind the hot dog cart in about 4 seconds. There's a man who's wearing a yellow jacket and he's carrying a guitar. Alright, here he comes. He's behind the cart now. Follow the man in the yellow jacket. As the camera pans, the man is going to walk, and then he's going to stop. And he's going to walk back in the other way. Here he comes again. That's basically what extra work is in city scenes. You're doing suicides like in gym class. Back and forth, back and forth. Lets you have a couple dozen people on set instead of bringing in 6 million people. Sometimes you can even CGI the people. Speaking of CGI, let's go see King Kong. Great segue.
King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island,
Alright, it's about to get a little bit bumpy. Stay seated at all times. Hang on to personal belongings. Feel free to take video or photo, just please turn off your flash. Here we go. We're visiting Skull Island.
back in Skull Island.
Make some noise for King Kong. Keep your glasses close by. We'll use them a little bit later on. I'll let you know when. That was King Kong 360 3D. It's created by Peter Jackson and his friends at Weta Effects, powerhouse design team behind Avatar, some of the Avengers films. Recently, they've been working on HBO's House of the Dragon. They did all 3 Lord of the Rings, so they're the go-to team. Here's what the room looks like with the lights turned on. Screens go about 40 feet high, 180 feet long. Pretty good. What do you think, Kong?
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions, there's creatures coming at them, they're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side. Working on a movie, we always know
people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on. Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions. Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting it to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
So when the tram pops up on screen, it becomes what we call a picture car. As any vehicle you see in a show or movie. We got a pretty nifty collection to show you coming up on the left. A lot of the cars became equally famous to the actors who drove them. Also, I get to work on my completely mediocre imitation of my favorite NBC announcer, Don Pardo from the old SNL. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Picture Cars Live with the Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti, a stunt Ferrari from Magnum PI, featuring the car Biff drives into a manure truck, Bobby Moynihan. I don't wear that voice. I get tired doing it too often.
On the left, we're passing by some Flintstones vehicles, and my favorite, probably in this collection, is the flying Weasley family car from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Right there. There's a dozen of those on set. Another one that was actually used in the movie is outside the castle. So if you go to Hogwarts later, be on the lookout for it. You can take a photo with it in the background. A lot of these cars are optical illusions. They're not quite what they seem. For example, that Ferrari, if you open the hood, it's actually a Volkswagen engine. Quieter for the dialogue. These Transformers fighters we're passing look like they're sturdy. They're made of wood. We got that tank at IKEA. Put it together yesterday. 4 screws left if anybody knows where those go. And the Jurassic World gyrosphere didn't have the glass. Never had it. That was all digital. They didn't want to have the glare, the reflection of the crew, so they added the bubble frame by frame in editing. That's how far we've came. The original Jurassic Park went with a lot of practical effects, and we will show you how some of those work in this next leg.
To Jurassic Park.
Thanks, John Hammond. So these are real props and set pieces from the first 3 Jurassic films. There's a boat from J3, a couple dinosaurs, raptor cages, crates used in the first, then the mobile lab from Lost World Jurassic Park on your left. Well, there's supposed to be dinosaurs in these cages on the right, but the cages are empty. That's probably not good. Well, hold on to your butts. Yes, at every turn of the tour today, you will be spit on by a different dinosaur. That's how we're playing the game. Don't worry though, that was only minor acid. And we've been training them to only spit on people wearing Disney merchandise. Hopefully that worked. We're still working out the fine tuning as everybody looks down. Now in the Jurassic movies, the key element to really make it pop, the dinosaurs are much scarier when there's weather at play. Sunny blue sky, you can see a T-Rex coming from miles away. Rain, fog, mist, snow, the works. You won't see it coming. It pops up, jump scare. Kids in the Jeep in the first movie, great example of T-Rex falling through the glass. You don't get a lot of rain here in Los Angeles, so pretty quickly we learned how to take the rain. I'll show you on the left. Ta-da! Movie rain. We're using the sprinklers to make the water go up, fall more naturally, properly lit, thicker than normal rain. It's a cool ambiance. properly backlit as well. If you're not properly backlighting the rain, it won't show up on film. That's why if you ever try to film a rainstorm, you don't see it as well. You just look silly or TikTok. This is the movie stuff. If we get enough rain, we can do something big. You can go from light tropical storm to full-blown natural disaster. Action.
Effects pretty amazing on the big screen. Here's an example from Big Fat Liar. Paul Giamatti is basically just.
You can't ever the wolf kid! Yeah, we'll see about that.
Our old Mexico sets, which we'll get a quick look at on the left. We're also in Three Amigos with Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short. Nacho Libre with Jack Black. Fourth Indiana Jones shot here with Harrison Ford. And also got used on ER as Africa. So just a little quick peek at old Mexico. They're filming down that way today, so we'll kind of curve around. We'll drive you in between two of the oldest standing sets here, Denver Street and 6 Points. These are our old school Western streets. When we started doing silent films, we had mostly Western streets. They were highly in demand films. We shoot a few hundred a year. Actions, stick-em-ups, no sound yet, all silent. They all recorded next to each other. If a bad guy got thrown out of one street, 10 paces to his right, he's in a different street, different movie, same afternoon. We'll still use the Western sets a little today. It was a 1969 movie studio in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. It was used as an Alaskan fishing village in Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. And it also is kind of an unofficial marker of the halfway point of the tour. Just going to remind everybody to stay seated during the entire tour. The studio is private property. And if you drop something or can't wait to use the restroom, all you have to do is pull the red cord. I'll be back to your sister when it's safe to do so. Cross Park Lake, The Voice. I told you earlier they moved sound stages. If you see that little red awning, that's where they are currently filming. A couple of new coaches in the mix this season, including Niall Moran from One Direction and Chance the Rapper. They'll join Blake Shelton. We also filmed back there for That's My Jam with Jimmy Fallon. Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg are doing a new season of American Song Contest soon. So we'll have them back in those stages. And the body of water itself is Park Lake. It was used as Gilligan's Island for the movies. It was used in Creature from the Black Lagoon. And a lot of the Creature's friends actually got their start in the set we're about to visit. About a little Europe. Now today, this looks a little more colorful. It was just set up as the good place for that 4-season run.
You, Eleanor Shastra, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound
So
awesome.
Kristen Bell sitting out there right here where we're passing. This was the main yogurt shop. They had 11 yogurt shops on the Good Place. If you looked around while they were filming, 11 different places were for yogurt. They got the idea when in the writer's room meeting, they asked everybody to write down 5 things they would expect in the Good Place. For some reason, everybody wrote down yogurt. And they thought that was funny, so they ran with it. On the right, you got the Court of Miracles. This is where the angry villagers chased the Frankenstein monster to the streets. It's also where Dracula filmed Wolfman.
Begin the work. Get out the black house. Raise all the men you can, lock the women indoors, and wait for me. I'm ready! Go! Your torches and
Why don't you shoot me?
We want to show you what it looks like inside of a soundstage. We get to go into stage 50. Now this one is dressed up for filming. It is currently a metro station in San Francisco. But these maps can be flipped. This could really be any city you want it to be, based on your set decoration. And it is a double-decker stage, so the stairs on your left actually lead up to a hidden set. Upstairs, cityscape late at night. Kind of like walking out of the real subway, and our director wants a long shot, or what we call a tracking shot, tour from the subway. So everything's in place. You basically have... Okay, everybody, hold on a second. You should be okay. It's a small tremor. We're kind of in... Okay, this is bad. Earthquake! Quick, everyone to it. All Californians doing there's an earthquake. Get out your phone and tweet. Did you feel that? The truck's on fire. The ground is on fire. The roof is on fire. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are flowing. It's the Grizzly Reaper Bird, and he certainly is enjoying any signs that he is slowing. Mr. Walker, you mad? Oh, train. Whoa. Okay, that was close. Let's get out of here before anything else can happen. Oh no, the water main.
Kinalong yung pa. Oh, mabasa.
So we've been through a few disasters. Figure we gotta do something relaxing, take the edge off. How about the beach? Amity Island. Yeah, there was a shark here at some point, but we caught the shark, so I'm not too concerned. He's on the side. The mayor said it was safe to go back in. Maybe go for a quick swim. Looks so calm out here, serene. Hold on. Uh-oh. We caught the wrong shark. We're gonna need a bigger tram. Lucky for us, we have the man on the inside. It's our friend Kenny. Kenny, there's a shark. You gotta swim away, buddy. Get it. Get it. Oh my gosh, they killed Kenny. You shark. All right, I don't want that to happen to you guys. Everybody stay calm. Stay seated. We'll hide by these open gas cans. That's our shark. It looks a little thick. That's also the cartoon. Y'all got screwed. We're about to drive past a set. So this is going to be the quiet zone area of the tour. So I'm going to get off the microphone. Keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you'll see. And I'll play some clips without the volume.
Shooting, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas theme. Oo, Christmas.
So you saw how many vehicles it really takes to work on a movie. A lot of production happening. Here's a second wave of picture cars. Mr. Bean's car is the little green Mini up front for Mr. Bean's holiday. Rowan Atkinson drove that. You got Dominic Toretto's Charger that Vin Diesel drove in Fast and Furious, the early movies, but it's making a comeback in Fast X. If you watch the trailer, you'll see a lot of that Charger. This very one was pulled for a couple weeks for shooting on the new movie. So usually they have more than one car on set. They had about a dozen of those. This, I think, from the looks of it, didn't do the stunts. It was the opening the doors car, which is the shinier one. In the back, you got one of the Bumblebees. You also have some cars from Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast 7. Around the corner, these cars are parked out here because their owners never came back after checking into the Bates Motel.
We all know how mad sometimes.
So top of the hill is the original Psycho house. Built back in 1960. The Alfred Hitchcock directed film, Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins, who would go on to direct Psycho 3, using those motel sets we have down there. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, cool. This guy's kind of a psycho. Honey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was close. You guys are being very casual in the back. You were waving at him, taking selfies. That's a serial killer. It's not even our Norman Bates. Our guy called out sick. I don't know who that was. This is one of the biggest sets ever built here. You're looking at the plane crash from War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. I'll show you the scene that Steven Spielberg wrapped the movie around. Real plane
crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Steven had.
And so, again, to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Pressing me. I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close.
Robbie, get in. Get in.
So we're approximately 10 minutes out from the end of the tour. We will be returning to the theme park shortly. Just remember to stay seated at all times. And if you need any assistance, pull the red cord. We'll be back to assist you. But we'll be back in home base in about 10. Cool little hidden set we're going to pass on your left, right behind the plane. That cabin, built for this movie, great outdoors. Dan Aykroyd, John Candy. It was also in Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. It actually explodes at the end. And it's a Holt and Kevin's vacation home on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We're going to get another quick peek as we pull forward in just a second to the right of Falls Lake, our water location. If you want to do something that looks dangerous but it's actually nice and safe, we'll do it here. It's a giant heated wave pool. It's been used for the end of the Truman Show with Jim Carrey. It was used in this scene with Tom Hanks from Sully.
Evacuate.
Well, we're talking planes. It was also featured in Top Gun Maverick with Tom Cruise and Miles Teller. So a quick peek on the right. Right now there's cars parked where the water goes. But essentially imagine a giant heated wave pool. And the blue wall, you get to add whatever you want digitally to the background. We do have another alien set we want to show you. This one is from Jordan Peele's newest film, Nope. Here to tell you more, Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of
So Nope is currently streaming on Peacock. If you haven't seen it, it'll be there till March 17th. Stars Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. Directed by Jordan Peele. Very creepy film. All right, we got one more 3D experience for you. We'll take you in your very own Fast and Furious movie. While we're in here, stay seated, hang on to personal belongings. All the plot you need to know for this. We are on the run from a bad guy named Owen Shaw. Shaw's after the tram because somebody on board witnessed a crime. Lucky for us, we have friends in this garage who can keep us safe. This is where Dom Toretto works, and I think we're supposed to meet up with Roman. Roman?
Hey, yo! They just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. Good. So look, see over there? It's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there is made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
extra flop.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
So like I was saying, the third row, right? You saying behind you.
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And the what else?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Him?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, let's back up a little bit. Got it. Slightly. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cops should just clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Never mind, a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
That ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
There.
It was on vibrate. Sean traced us. Ops can't hold him up. Lenny, Roman, we're up.
Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Lenny ready to roll.
All right, folks, if you haven't done so yet, now's a good time to put those 3D glasses on. It's about to get fast and probably furious.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fined!
This is our turn.
After there!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Lenny, hook them up.
I'm getting away!
Where you go, Lenny? Don't run in a missile shot! Not gonna happen! Don't worry, I got it! Roman, don't shoot! Heading on the bridge! Under construction! Everybody hit the nitrous! Run and die!
Fast and Furious Super Check.
That was crazy out there. You guys
Pasok sa tenga ko!
Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it. They said the game of family is stronger than you're welcome to join our food anytime.
One of them.
All right. That brings us to the wind down of the tour. You've all been fantastic. Universal is open until 6 p.m. tonight. If you haven't already seen it, Waterworld and Live SeaWorld Spectacular is an epic stunt show. They're doing their final show today at 4 o'clock. We have an app, Universal Studios Hollywood. It tells you wait times in your pocket. You can also look up show times.
Yeah, that was not part of the last one.
We hope you visit us again soon. Super Nintendo World coming tomorrow. Before we leave, can we give a huge round of applause to our driver, Daryl? Let's show Daryl some love. Let us see the back line. My name is Mike. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. I'll be a guy on the side of the tram awkwardly waving as you leave. For all of us here at NBC Universal, thanks for visiting Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA.